Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Engineer Masood Akhtar Kiani, and as usual, today we have the technical session number 127. Our subject is guardrail materials. Before going ahead, I would like to request you to like it, press the bell icon, subscribe in order to reach the next video with the easy access. And our material channel reference is Material Engineer Officials. So we will discuss about the road material also as in the last session we will discuss that continuous 15, 16 topics are belong to the roads and we will finish this topic for the roads and then we will go to the next one. So similarly today we have the material which is guardrails. This is also a road material. So we will discuss about the application, its properties, and its requirements, and what are the challenges coming for the incoming uh, uh, materials technology. So we will try to cover this, discuss all of these things. So uh, the guardrails materials is comply with all the standards BS, EN, ASHTO, and whatsoever the local codes of every country is also covered by the local building codes and the highway standards and whatsoever. So highway guardrails products is including 10 gauge and the 12 gauge materials, and we are using the curved guardrails from 5 to 16 inches radial, and also the wide variety of the terminal and the conditions including GST and the wide variety of the steel and the timber post, and also the non-state use. So highway guardrail is a system designed to keep the people or the vehicles from staying to into a danger zone limited area. In the traffic engineering, the guardrails prevents vehicles from veering off the roadway, including the crashing against the objects falling into from the coming sources, and also the whatsoever. So guardrail materials, basically we will discuss about the physical properties and the mechanical properties, which are the tensile strength, elongation strength, yield strength, impact strength, and chemical composition, and also load test and the bending test, and uh, treated with the hydrochloric acid, and the application generally it's with a galvanized, hard dip galvanized, which is the approved method for this one, and certification required for that one of the approved applicators. So these are the major parameters for the basically for the materials, and in the geometrically uh, 3D design also is improve the guardrails calculation, technical load calculation, which with the moment of inertia and all this zigzag places, it converts the loads to the other components. And although its height is not very big, it's very small, but it is very strong and effectively implemented in the safety. And the guardrail also have the safety indicators fixed on the uh, reflection lights and whatsoever it is, and the W beam also is the also increase the moment of inertia and the load design calculation, and also it's comply with the local building code, local highway codes, and the safety parameters. So guardrails are basically made of the steel, such as the round steel top, and also vertical post also, and this can be treated with the dip galvanized, and the hard dip galvanized it should be stay up to a long time according to the warranty of the manufacturer, which is mostly it should be minimum 50 years, but it will be more than the 50 years. So standard for the highway quality guardrails also mainly refer to the mechanical properties which can be divided into strength, plasticity, and the impact toughness. Strength performance indicates the resistance to the plastic deformation and the failure of the steel, including the elastic limits, yield limits, strength limits, fatigue limits, and the hardness. Plasticity indicates the deformation capacity of steel, including the elongation, area reduction, and the cold bending also. So, impact toughness indicates the resistance of steel to impact the load, and the contents of the various components of the materials effects on the mechanical properties of the steel and the properties of the raw materials, including the chemical analysis, tensile test, bending test, and the guardrails manufacturer recommendation and the calculation. It should be complied with the highway building codes. Also, the hard dip galvanized application should be uh, according to the highway building codes, and also the zinc application. It should be mentioned where it should be applied where it's required, or the patches, and a very in a strong way according to the standard. The zinc used for the dip galvanized should be zero zinc, or the one zinc specified in a GB 470. Zinc content and the zinc plating thickness should be according to the comply with the technical data sheet of the projects, and the uh, thickness of the zinc. The test of the zinc adhesion can be tested by three uh, uh, antimony chloride, or the coating thickness gauge. There are three basic principles of the antimony chloride methods because the zinc can be completely dissolved in the concentrated hydrochloric acid solution of the three antimony chlorides, and the amount of the zinc adhesion per unit area is calculated by weight of the two times before the dissolving. Like the average zinc and the minimum average is a 600 and the minimum is 425, and the guardrails terminal post also 350 to 275. So the material for the all purchase and the regular steel mill factory should be provide the mill certificate where basically it's shown the composition and the material family, and also the material uh, background history, that where the origin of the material, what the source, and how it's manufactured according to which standard. So the mill certificate of the material, it should be very necessary, that where it's produced according to the which standard. So the vertical post and the horizontal post also, it's should be by the W beam. It should be fixed in accordance to the working drawings. What the material for the vertical post, what the material for the horizontal post, and what are the nut bolts and the washer and all these accessories. It should be checked one by one upon arrival, and uh, to ensure that compliance of this material should be according to the technical application of the material, relevant material submitted, and it should be meet with the local code requirements. So, for the installation of this guardrails, also it is according to the approved method statement, which is approved by the concerned engineers, and also uh, overall cover the project requirements and the safety factors, and international highway standards. The post layout of the steel guardrails, also vertical post, should be set out according to the design drawing, and the take the bridge, channel, culverts, interchange, and the flats in inter- intersection as control the points to locate the distance adjust to the uh, section in accordance to the approved shop drawings and whatsoever we can say the working drawings. So the highway safety factor, it should be approved by the concerned authority, and we can supply the recommend the different types of the highway guardrails components. And the accessories can be with ASTO AA SHTO 180 standard or to the relevant equivalent standard whatsoever the according to the which country and which geographical area we use. So the guardrail installation post is according to the drawing and according to the approved master statement, and also uh, what is the procedure it should be followed very strictly, and all the materials and the indicators of the safety reflectors and where it is required it should be fixed, and uh, it should be working as a international parameters. So highway guardrail special installation, it should be also in accordance to the approved engineering procedure. So this is the background of the guardrail materials and the accessories, and the accessories should be checked upon the arrival at site. MIR material inspection report should be compiled by the qualified engineers, and also it should be make the comparison sheet, and that should be approved that it should be directly comply with the appropriate material submittals. So this is the quality checks and the installation procedure and materials roles guardrails in the highway standards, wherever it's the challenges of the safety and the accident reduction and the incident uh, control and whatsoever it is. So in next video we will see each other with another subject which is also related to the roads. So thank you very much for your interest, and again I will say thank you very much and have a nice day, and to continue watch the videos. Thank you very much.